Raayan Tamil movie summary in English. Let's begin. Kathavarayan Raayan, a food truck owner in North Chennai, lives with his siblings consisting of two younger brothers Muthavarayan Muthu and Manakavalrayan Manakam and younger sister Durga, whom Raayan dotes on. Raayan has been taking care of his siblings since childhood as their parents never returned. Manakam is a college student, while Muthu is a hot-headed alcoholic who is in love with Meghalai. Sekar is a father-like figure who, fully aware of Raayan's background, supports Raayan and his family as a good family friend. Durai and Sethuraman, Setu, are rival gangsters in the area who have a feud with each other after Durai killed Setu's father. R. Sargunam, a recently transferred police commissioner, wants to create a conflict between Setu and Durai and kill them both in an encounter. One day, Sargunam sends a group of hired goons to ambush an attack on Setu, who kills all of them. Setu, believing that Durai was responsible for the recent attack on him, sends his men to kill Durai's son, who was at the local bar. Muthu, who was also present at the bar, gets into a broil with Durai's son and his gang. Seeing this, Setu's gang infiltrate their altercation with weapons and amidst the chaos, kills Durai's son. Muthu ends up being the sole survivor. While most people believe that Setu killed Durai's son, Durai finds out about Muthu and tells Raayan to hand over Muthu within 24 hours. However, Raayan, together with Muthu and Manakam, kill Durai and his gang. Setu, who is confused about Durai's death, finds out about Raayan and his brother's involvement in his death and calls Raayan for a meeting. He requests Raayan to join his side and promises him and his family protection from the police, but Raayan refuses the request. Setu begins to threaten Raayan, who in turn, also begins to threaten Setu indirectly without outrightly stating that he was indeed the killer. Setu then tries to assassinate Raayan by sending his goons, but one remaining henchman fled back to Setu with the news that he witnessed Raayan single-handedly killing all his henchmen there. Around that time, Raayan was planning his sister Durga's wedding with a government employee and agrees to shoulder the responsibility of the event expense around 5 Indian rupees lakhs and dowry, leaving him in dire need of money. At the groom's family's request for dowry, Raayan agrees to hand over his profitable mobile hotel and all their bank savings to the groom's family. Fearing for all their future, Raayan plans to kill Setu the night before Durga's marriage by entering Setu's second wife, Anam's, house in an ambush attack. However, Raayan finds Durga tied up in that house and realizes it as a trap set by Setu, and fights Setu's henchman who ambushed him. However, on escaping, Durga is abducted and sexually assaulted by Setu's henchman, Guru. Meanwhile, it was revealed that both Muthu and Manakam, who weren't able to land a job quickly, were now working for Setu to supplement their household expenses. At realizing their target was their own brother, they panic and stab him. After escaping from Guru, Durga runs back to where she left Raayan and saves him by admitting in a nearby clinic. Setu's gang tries to kill Raayan in the clinic, but is saved by Durga and Sekar. The trio escape to an isolated house far from the city, and there Durga learns about Muthu and Manakam's betrayal. Meanwhile, Muthu and Manakam continue to work for Setu, while Meghalai gives birth to Muthu's child. After almost a year, Raayan recovers from his injuries and kidnaps Anam. He asks Setu to send Guru to him in place of Anam as he was behind Durga's rape. Setu accepts, and Guru gets killed by Durga. Manakam wanted to amend things with Raayan and Durga, therefore he requests Sekar to arrange a meeting with Raayan and plead for mercy. Overhearing the conversation, Setu tricks Manakam and uses this opportunity to make Sekar reveal Raayan's whereabouts, but he refuses and is killed by Setu. His body was hung for public display, and brings out Raayan and Durga from their hideout. Sargunam uses this chance to arrange a meeting with Raayan and Setu for a public compromise. However, Sargunam was secretly planning on killing them all in a common location. However, Sargunam changes his plan as there were many goons of Setu with him, and falls back to plan B, that is a deal that he made with Raayan. In exchange for eradicating Setu and his gang, Raayan and Durga were promised freedom, safety, and new identity. During Bogi celebrations, Durga stabs and kills Manakam for betraying Raayan. In the ensuing fight, Raayan kills Setu and his gang brutally, and finally, but hesitantly, killing Muthu. The next day, Sargunam waits for Raayan with the money, but his real intention was to kill him so that Sargunam's deals would not be leaked. However, Raayan was clever enough to figure out his plan and not arrive at their meeting spot. Meghalai gives her child away to Raayan and Durga, citing that she does not want a child of his bloodline. Raayan and Durga pack their belongings and leave to Coimbatore for a peaceful life. The end.